Major Woodrow P. Swancutt, aircraft commander of Dave's Dream, the B-29 that is going to drop the test bomb, holds a final inspection of his crew just before takeoff.
Major General Woodrow Paul Swancutt was born on July 4, 1915 in Edgar, Wisconsin. He graduated from La Crosse Central High School in 1933 and attended the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where he was a member of the Wisconsin Badgers boxing team and a national champion in 1939 and in 1940.
My name is Max Swancutt, and I'm honored to be here tonight to honor somebody that I have heard about my entire life, and that is Woodrow Swancutt. My side of the family would be South Dakota, and Woody was Wisconsin, but there still is a connection there that through my grandfather that is something that I've heard my entire life. As a young boy, the first thing that my grandpa would talk about Woody was the fact that he was a boxer, and a very good boxer. And the fact that that led to college, and then college led to the Army Air Corps, and the Army Air Corps to the Air Force. It's an honor to be here to recognize somebody who has done so much, and it's time to recognize the fact that that he has devoted his entire life to doing the right things for our country.
As the war was looming, Woody, as he was known to many, dropped out of college and entered military service in November 1940 as an aviation cadet. He completed flight training at Kelly Field in July 1941 and was commissioned a second lieutenant. He became a bomber pilot flying the Boeing B-29 Superfortress in the Pacific Theater in the 40th Bombardment Group. On June 5, 1944, the original date set for the D-Day invasion, Woody led a 47-ship formation of B-29s on the first bombing raid of mainland Japan since Jimmy Doolittle's raid in the spring of 1942. On July 1, 1946, he was selected as the command pilot of the first aircraft to drop a nuclear weapon during peacetime on the Bikini Atoll in Operation Crossroads.
Major Woodrow P. Swancutt, aircraft commander of Dave's Dream, the B-29 that is going to drop the test bomb, holds a final inspection of his crew just before takeoff. Dave's Dream, aloft and ready. Major Swancutt is at the controls, all set as his men are, for the bomb run when he gets the word. Converging on the target, which consists of battleships, cruisers, carriers, destroyers, submarines, merchantmen, and landing craft. Nearly time now for the bomb drop. A naval craft miles away, a wise precaution. H-hour is here.
Crushing force and deadly radioactive water is seen falling in a killing mist as the great circular wall of sea closes in on the guinea pig fleet.
The detonation was the fourth atomic explosion in history, but it was the first to be publicized in advance and subjected to careful scientific measurement. Later, he was assigned as the squadron commander of the 509th Bombardment Group. In 1949, he was assigned to serve as Chief of Operations Division and Deputy Director of Operations at the headquarters of the 8th Air Force. From 1952 to 1954, Major General Swancutt served as the Director of Operations of the 7th Air Division. Later, he would serve as Deputy Wing Commander and eventually Wing Commander of the 42nd Bombardment Group. In 1957, he was named commander of the 91st Strategic Reconnaissance Wing. The wing would eventually be converted to the 376th Bombardment Wing. In 1959, Swancutt was transferred to serve as Director of Safety at the headquarters of SAC, the Strategic Air Command. From 1962 to 1965, Swancutt served as commander of the 822nd Air Division. It was then that he would become Deputy Director of Operations for forces at the Air Force headquarters. The following year, he would be named Director. Swancutt was also the steering and coordinating member of the Permanent Joint Board on Defense. In 1967, he would be named Vice Commander of the 2nd Air Force. Woody had a long and distinguished aviation career in the Army Air Corps, later called the United States Air Force. When he retired, he was the Vice Commander of the 2nd Air Force at Barksdale Air Force Base in Louisiana. As a civilian, he then served as Vice President of Executive Jet Aviation. During his career in the military, he logged more than 8,000 flying hours. He flew 49 combat missions in the CBI, China-Burma-India Theater. He was among the pilots in the first daylight air attack on Japan and was also chosen to fly Lord Mountbatten, the Allied Supreme Commander of Southeast Asia, to a conference in Washington. He received several awards, including the Legion of Merit with 2 Oak Leaf Clusters, the Distinguished Flying Cross with Oak Leaf Cluster, the Air Medal with Oak Leaf Cluster, the Air Force Commendation Medal, the Presidential Unit Citation, and the Outstanding Unit Award. In 1968, Swancutt received the Billy Mitchell Memorial Award.